Hey team, so Shopify in a leaked memo has internally notified team members that over 16,000 Shopify Plus merchants are set to lose their dedicated support channel. And if we look at what Shopify has announced internally, it's really, I believe, it's more of a storm in a teacup than anything else. It sounds like something terrible, but the reality is that these largest merchants on Shopify Plus, they don't do too much through Shopify support directly anyway. They will always have an agency that they work with, a development agency, a specialist agency that is a partner of Shopify. So anything they really need channeled to Shopify, they're going to channel via their agency in the first place. The agency will solve 95% of their issues or challenges or things that they want to do on the platform. And for the extra 5% where there may be a bug or a problem or a challenge that needs to be solved by the Shopify side, uh, the agency is going to get in touch with Shopify via their partner manager anyway. But let's just quickly look at this. Shopify plans to tell about 16,000 of its Plus merchants that they will no longer have direct access to merchant success managers, a key perk of the higher price subscription. I would argue that is not a key perk, although they do sell it as such, in sales engineering, that they get access to this extreme level of service, white glove level of service through Shopify. The reality is they don't make use of it. So it's a bit of a non-starter as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, Shopify Plus is Shopify's platform for larger, more established brands. Subscriptions start at $2,000 a month and include features like tax services, B2B, blah blah blah. Skip ahead. Shopify plans to change its model so that Plus merchants making less than $2 million in annual sales no longer have access to merchant success managers, according to an internal email that was viewed by Insider. That's who originally leaked this story. Those merchants will need to use Shopify's Help Center to get in touch with support staff instead. Subscribers with between 2 million and 10 million in annual gross merchandise value will also no longer have an assigned merchant success manager, but they will get access to merchant success teams for specific escalated situations such as monetized product adoption and merchant growth scenarios, the email noted. Now, let's unpick that terminology: monetized product adoption. So if there are additional functionalities within Shopify, maybe it's Shopify Market or Markets, or maybe it's their new social selling tools and their new influencer tools. Basically, if you're going to look at spending more money with Shopify or using more platforms and products by Shopify, then of course they want to talk to you, which makes sense, right? Whether you're already a customer or not, they want to talk to you about becoming a customer of Shopify. Merchant growth scenarios. So let's say that they're growing extremely rapidly and they need some additional capability or additional services to support those growth scenarios. Then of course they want to talk to you, because what that means is typically, there's tiered levels of Shopify Plus. Starts at $2,000 a month and then goes up depending on your scaling and your growth over time. So again, I believe that this is a storm in a teacup scenario, because for these very large merchants on Shopify Plus, I mean, especially, between 2 million plus dollar annual GMV merchants, they already have agency partners. They've got agency partners for marketing. They have agency partners for design. Usually they have agency partners for development. And so as a result of that, or they've got, significant internal resources and capabilities on the platform that, will not be affected by this, because those largest and most complex merchants, they don't go to Shopify directly for help, because Shopify can't help them. Shopify doesn't do development on their own platform. They don't deliver projects on their own platform. They support their partners who do development and support of their platform in the market. So again, I feel like this is a storm in a teacup. However, if you bought it into Shopify Plus because you thought you were going to get some white glove experience and premium access to Shopify support directly without going through a partner agency of some variety, then this may come as a bit of a shock to you. But it definitely has come to a bit of a shock to a lot of people internally, especially as Shopify rolls out all of these new AI functions that allow merchants to own and manage more of their e-commerce store on their own, especially with the Copilot, which is recently announced. So Shopify is really trying to rein in costs and become really focused on being just a product development company and platform provider, subscription platform provider. Watch this space.